When you're spraying your kitchen cabinets, getting your spray fan dialed in is almost an art form. You need to adjust your pressure, your airflow, your fluid rates, and it can be very frustrating trying to get your atomization just right and get that nice, even, smooth spray fan. What I like to do is break down some cardboard. We've all got Amazon boxes sitting around, and that brown cardboard shows your spray fan really nice on it. It's a perfect place to sit and fine-tune your spray fan until you get it just right. That way you don't have a mess on your cabinets or on your walls or anything you need to fix later. Just roll that cardboard up, throw it in the garbage, and start spraying your cabinets once you've got it just right. Hey, I'm Ryan with DIY Painting Tips, and in this video, I'm gonna be sharing 7 of my favorite kitchen cabinet painting hacks that will help you save time and get a perfect finish on your kitchen cabinets. This next hack comes from personal experience. It's that paint always finds a way to get on what you don't want it on. If you leave any little bit of your kitchen unprepped, if you plastic off a big wall that you don't want paint on, or a wall that you want to keep paint in so it doesn't go into your living room, you have 1 little inch that's not prepped properly, paint finds a way. It will get through any holes. It'll get on anything you don't prep off. So over prep. Prep off every little things. The more time you spend prepping, the less time you will spend cleaning and fixing later on. Spraying kitchen cabinets can be difficult. You're gonna get light coats, you're gonna get heavy coats that give you runs, and you're gonna have to fix it. When I first started spraying, I would put my doors on hooks and spray them while they were all vertical and spray both sides, and I try to move it fast, really production orientated. But I realized that if I slow down, take my doors and lay them on a flat surface and spray them horizontally, I got less runs and it was much more forgiving. I could load the paint on and not worry about being too thin or too thick because it's a flat surface and I'm not gonna get any runs. My tip to you is if you're taking your doors off, lay them on a flat surface, put something under them to keep them off the table, spray on a nice thick coat, and get that beautiful glassy finish. If you wanna save hours, and I mean hours at the end of your job, this hack is the one you have to pay attention to. When I was painting my first kitchen cabinets, I would take the doors down, paint everything, get to the final day, feel great that the job is done, but then reassembly would have to happen. And I'd find that I didn't know where any doors went. And reassembly was an absolute nightmare. It would take me hours, like 6, 7, 8 hours to put a big kitchen back together. I realized labeling everything is super important when you're taking the kitchen apart. When I take a door off now, right where the hinges went, I write D1 for door 1. And then inside the cabinet, I'll take a piece of tape, put it in there with D1. That way, every single thing is labeled. And when I go to put the kitchen back together, everything goes smooth and the final day is a great day. Coming up, I've got one of my absolute favorite kitchen cabinet painting hacks. But first, I want to hear any hacks that you have. Do you have anything that saves you tons of time when you're painting kitchen cabinets or that helps you get a great finish? Leave a comment and let everyone know down below. I recently did a client's project where they were planning on replacing the hinges when they were done. They wanted some slow closed doors. So what I did is to save myself a lot of time, I left the doors right on the hinges on the cabinets and I sprayed them while they were up. That way I could spray the front, open them up, spray the back, and just move on instead of spraying the front, waiting for it to dry a day, and flipping them over. And I saved myself a lot of time that way. When the kitchen was done, it was as easy as going replacing 1 hinge at a time. Nice and easy for the homeowner as well. Another benefit of leaving your cabinet doors on and painting over the hinges is if you have old, ugly hinges, painting them might actually look better. That's exactly what I did in my home, and I do not regret it. The paint's holding up well, and the kitchen looks amazing. My next hack goes a little bit against what the can of paint is going to tell you. If you plan on spraying your kitchen cabinets, especially if you plan on using an HVLP sprayer, thin your cabinet paint down by 20%. When you don't thin your paint down, you tend to get less atomization and more of an orange peel texture on your cabinets, and you don't achieve that glass-like finish that everyone goes for. My last hack is my absolute favorite, and it's a big one. If you're trying to paint oak cabinets, big issue that you run into with oak cabinets is that oak has a very deep grain in it that always shows through when you're done painting. If you go to the store, you're gonna find all kinds of grain filler products, and I'm gonna tell you right now, they don't work. They either don't fill the grain properly, or they sand so hard that you will be sanding for days and you will never want to sand anything ever again. So for my last hack, I've got a homemade grain filler that's cheaper, easier to use, and produces a better finish than anything else you're gonna find. We have an entire video dedicated to that you can watch right here.